Jolt Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your dial. You're listening to the Cyberbullies Radio, coming to you live at Jolt. My name is Motive Yapes. I'm joined with a special, beautiful guest.
Hey, it is I. Who am I?
Galliano
Hey.
wants me to introduce her.
Beep, 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 beep.
Off to a bad start. And also, for always on the boards, the famous,
Almost always on the boards.
almost always,
Almost famous. Professor P.
Professor P.
Professor Pizzicato. What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Just for the lady.
Okay,
Just for
okay,
Professor.
okay.
What's up,
So
boys,
you can
gals, and
clearly
non-binary
see-
pals?
Everyone can clearly see at home there is no Maddie Slims here. Seems like maybe after Maddie Slim's solo effort last time, he didn't have the guts to come in and face us man to man when he was talking shit on us. But that's fine.
Damn.
The real truth is he's actually having a emergency surgery to have his balls removed.
Wow.
I thought I was getting them replaced.
Wow, what did I step into,
but
guys?
we're holding it down right now.
That's what they call it.
For those who don't know, Galliano is a wonderful singer and songwriter, also an artist that I personally produce, and Tony also engineers and produces.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Professor P to you, man.
It's Professor P.
Professor
Exactly.
P.
My bad.
Well, thank you guys for having me. Thank you for inviting me on the show. Thank you, Maddie, for being out.
For being absent.
It's nice to have a break from
Yeah,
Mr.
geez,
Slims, you know.
He just won't stop talking on this podcast.
He's like, hey, is there any way I could video chat in to tonight? And I'm like, I hope not.
Fat chance, brother. Oh, also, well, if this camera keeps working. It was the
keeps
first
working.
time that Professor P is going to be on the camera, even though he's been desperately trying to avoid it.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a lot of stage frights when it comes to it.
Oh,
I
you should
mean,
just wear like a mask. You know, Sia does it. Daft Punk does it.
You know what? That might be a move for him. Maybe some kind of
MF Doom
professor
does it.
thing.
Yeah, dog.
that might be a move for him.
You could
I
just be
think-
like Phantom of the Opera, you know?
I think
Maybe just half
like
of your face.
a mime kind of situation. I would like from him.
You mean Kiss?
Yeah, you know what? That might be for the Cyberbullies Halloween. We might
You could be the
we might
kitty
be
one.
Kiss. We might all be
Who's
Kiss.
the
No,
guy
I
that
always
was the
wanted to be the
kitty?
kitty.
The kitty?
Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think his
I'm
name is
only
Ace.
doing this for the likes on the social medias. Okay, so
We already know.
There wasn't
the likes
enough.
Are gonna come
There
from
wasn't
my
enough
face.
white face on the podcast. Is what we've heard in the comments. So
Oh,
we're
wow.
trying to make sure we get a white one on
more white
there.
people, more nerdy white.
Wait,
more
hold
nerdy
on.
whites.
Wait, hold on. No. What's your face then?
Semite, and then the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? They just we're two ethnicities that are not the most popular right now. So you know,
Oh,
we have
boy.
someone from the Scottish Rite over here.
All right.
Um,
Columbia
so
over
half
here.
Scottish, half
I'm
Scottish.
Scottish. So I have been missing for a while. I missed the last episode because I was deathly ill.
Boo.
I know.
Yeah, you were even missing from our show.
Yeah, I was missing. I also co-host a show with Galliano. Just
Yes,
for everyone to
you
go check
do.
it out. Tunes and Sounds.
Tunes and Sounds.
I was
And when is
bullied
that?
into
Wednesday at what time?
That's Wednesday at 6 to 7, which I invited you to be on.
She invited me to come on.
Yes,
Oh, you
I
should
did.
go on. Yeah, it's a hoot.
What,
It's
you
a
just want me to
hoot.
run the boards?
No.
You
want-
do
you want
whatever
free
want.
labor?
You don't
This
be
is how
doing
abused.
yoga in the back, you
That's
know?
how abused Tony Pizzicato is. He just assumes you want to
But
you
why
want
is
to
that
use him
abuse, bro?
because that's how we treat him.
Do
We're like,
it.
shut up, nerd. Hit those
Oh,
knobs.
wow. No, we love you on our show.
You're gonna be
Oh,
nice to
yeah.
me?
Of course.
Everybody's mean to me.
He's like, I don't know how to deal with that.
You guys just need, the female touch.
I have tough skin, but I'm real soft, you know?
I gotta also say, it's kind of nice to have a little like female energy here today.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels
nice,
nice.
sensual,
I usually
voice.
have to like be all the feminine energy for
Yeah.
everybody, so it's like it's a lot to handle.
You do it well. I got
So yeah, so I was missing for a while. I was on a very long trip through the western states of America,
Oh.
and on my way back, I picked up a nasty bacterial infection. It's
Those
one of
truck stops, man. You gotta be
Dude,
careful. The truck stops.
You wouldn't believe this story if I told you,
You gotta
and
wash
I'm
your
about
hands.
to. It wasn't any of that. So basically,
Wash your hands, wash your ass.
I'm jumping on. I was on a Southwest flight, which, by the way, I love that Southwest is still that has that system where they're just like, pick your seat, brother, and it's like always at the end.
It's
Everyone's
not
trying to get the
extra
middle.
to
no,
pick your seat?
no, you can, but it's like when you get on, sit wherever you want to. There's no assigned
Really?
seating.
Oh,
yeah,
so it's like musical chairs.
What did you just say about everyone wants to sit in the middle?
Who the fuck wants
No.
to sit in the middle?
So towards the end, so that's how this is how they still like get you hierarchically. So basically, they're like then they put you in the groups. So like
What groups? What are you?
So
what
they put
flights
you-
are you taking?
no, like you never been on a flight group. When you're getting on a flight, you're like group A,
Oh,
group
I never
B.
listened to that shit. I just go.
Are you serious? You're
Yeah,
that
dog.
motherfucker?
Dude,
Whatever, bro. Like,
she's like everybody else that goes to the airport.
You're those people that line up like 10 minutes before they call anybody,
hell
and
no.
they're like, I
I'm
hate
the
you
one
people.
that I wait. Is there no more people left? Cool. Like,
Oh, you wait till the very, very
Because I have
end.
my seat already.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other thing about it. I never understood why
Dude,
people want to race onto a plane.
Especially if you don't have a carry-on. Just wait for everybody to get on and just get on.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I don't understand. It's like the same thing like when the plane lands. And as soon as the plane lands, everybody
Everyone's
wants to get
getting up. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay,
No, totally.
congratulations.
Good job,
you
buddy.
played yourself.
No, I will. I'm the when that happens, I'm straight up still watching whatever I'm watching on my
Right?
tablet. I'll watch it until there's like 10 rows in front of me starts moving. I'm like, all right, I'll pack up.
Yeah,
And
for
people
sure.
people look at me with like, how dare you?
that's when I'm putting my socks and shoes back on.
Yo, you're one of those.
Ew, man.
I would
Ew.
never. I would never.
No. I'll take a shoe off and keep the sock on. I have plantar fasciitis. So
All right.
So anyways, I don't know how Southwest is still doing this because I was in the Southwest. I flew a bunch of Southwest flights. I flew like I think 5 flights in all, and I flew Southwest so many times. I'm like, wow, they still got that system where they just go call you. So if you're like on the last group. If you're on the last group, you're like
Whatever
middle
that
seat,
means.
middle seat, middle seat, middle seat, middle seat. That's the only thing that's left because
The
everyone
worst.
wants to get an aisle.
That's the worst.
No,
Yeah.
see, I can't do that. I'm so sorry. I'm bougie. I guess call me bougie, but I just cannot do
You
that.
pay for your seats every time?
You pay for your seats every time.
No,
They got you.
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get stuck somewhere I don't want, and you know, like I don't like.
Yeah,
that.
you're on a plane. You're already stuck somewhere you don't want.
I've traveled with Motive Yace a few times.
Yeah.
And he's always like trying to get us to sit together. I'm like,
I
please,
just
no.
buy tickets all at the same time, and like they're all together.
I'm like, please,
I mean,
no.
that's
I don't want to sit
fine.
next to you, bro.
Yeah, he
But
does
I'd rather
do that.
sit next to you guys than to sit next to some
See-
random, and
see,
then
I'd
on
rather
top
sit
of-
next to a random person.
This man's
serious.
tism. This man's tism is on full display right now.
You know what I do is I bring I learned this after the pandemic. You know those face masks we all used to wear?
Yeah.
I was
Those
about
are
to
things?
tell that
So I
story
used-
about that.
So I would bring 2, put one on my mouth and then one over my eyes so I could fall asleep easier.
I have a really funny
I did
picture
that
of
on I
him.
used to do that on the bus and just put your bag next to the
Yeah.
seat
Oh,
that's
yeah, yeah,
empty.
yeah.
Just pretend that you're knocked down and put like your arm on it, and people will tap you and be like,
No, I have a really
Just snore a little louder.
Me, him, and shout out to William. Me and him and William were flying to Colorado, and like our flight was like at butt crack,
"Butt
like
crack."
6 a.m.
Oh, it's the cheap flights, the,
the
cheap spirit flights.
Yeah, so we were like 6 a.m. and then like, I was like, I'm gonna get you guys flight because the flights were like $40 a piece. I'm like, I got you guys, and then like, I'm gonna fly you out, baby.
Big,
and
big
then,
spender.
and then like, this is
Big
during,
spend- and then you get on
this
the
is-
plane and you're like,
This is during COVID though, and this is during COVID, and this motherfucker pulled an all-nighter. So like he
What?
just comes, he just comes there like
Don't
he's
say
like
that.
whatever, dog. I'm gonna get a fucking croissant. He was just like super pissed,
Oh my god.
and then he gets the worst croissant ever, and
I
he's
mean-
so mad about it.
I
But
remember
the funniest
that.
thing is
Dog,
that was
I'm
the first
sorry,
time I
but
saw him
being
with the
on-
mask like this, and then when he went to sleep and he refused to sit with me and William, and he put the mask up on his head, and I have like 10 photos of him passed
over
out
you
in the
guys.
middle with people.
But
It's
to be
hilarious.
fair, I'm sorry. I understand him because if you pull an all-nighter and now you got to deal with airport stuff, like I don't know about you, but I
That's
like
the
to.
point though.
Okay,
Pass
I don't.
right out on the
I don't
plane.
think I pulled an all-nighter. I was up late.
You were up late.
I'm a night owl.
Yeah, yeah, he's a
But
night owl.
Were you throwing up? Like, did you have?
No.
a
No,
hangover?
no, no, no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no. He was
That's
just
the
tired.
worst.
No, he was just tired.
no, my
he
my
was just
whole
tired.
the way I do it is whatever. Get up.
When he
I have my
got to Denver, he was a spring chicken. Like he was
Yeah.
chilling.
Did
dude.
you
Yeah,
sleep
you know
on the
why?
plane?
Because right
you
before
slept
you
like a baby.
take that edible.
Yeah.
for
Right before you get through security, you take that edible because you don't want to do it anytime before that because you don't
Oh,
want to
I
go
do.
through.
I do. It's
you
okay.
know.
I do.
And anyway, by the time
Yeah.
you're on the plane, you're taking off. You're taking off twice. You know.
I'm taking off dice.
And then you fall
I'm
asleep,
taking
and
off
then
to
you
the
land.
second pallet,
Yeah, yeah,
bros.
yeah.
Land in a different time zone, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah,
I know,
see, like,
that
that's
is
my
the best.
Thing. When you're traveling, like you have to be like, I have to have some type of like sleep or else I'm getting off that plane. And
That's
I'm
a
just,
brand new
I'm gonna
concept
look
to me. I could never
like
sleep on
ass.
planes.
I mean,
yeah.
we're getting older, bro. Like, I'm pretty
Speak for
sure.
yourself.
Like,
Says
I'm
who?
telling you,
okay,
man.
yeah, okay. But like when
Okay.
we were young, dog, like for sure. I mean, we could pull all nighters, fucking go run a marathon.
Is that a song?
Is it?
When we were young?
When we were young. Ooh, write down.
Oh, you sound good on these
Ideas.
mics.
Hey.
Write that down,
It's so
Tyler.
buttery.
Anyway, so whatever. I'm on this plane, and like these two gentlemen sit next to me.
Not me, right?
So are you
oh,
in
I,
the
wa- I,
middle?
did, I
This
think
is-
I
this
sat
is-
next to you guys one time.
This is how I got sick.
Did you sit in the middle though?
No, I'm not a fool. No, but I did get. I had one of the last
So-
groups. I had one of the last groups getting on the plane. So I'm getting on the plane, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm one of the last people on the plane. But then I look forward, and there's like in the back a window seat, and I'm like, there's two window seats in tandem, and I'm like, no fucking way. So I'm walking.
had a double window
I'm
seat?
walking back to the window seats that I see all the way in the back of the plane, and then in the first window seat, I see a toddler's head pop up. I go, oh, that's why there's a window seat. So and then the one behind it, I'm like, I'm gonna get the one behind it. I go to the one behind it. Guy has the back there. He's like, my wife's in the bathroom, and I'm like, you know what?
Liar.
I go
liar,
to
liar, pants
I
on
go to
fire.
I go to the seat with the guy with the toddler. This is what him and his wife did. It's kind of smart. Like they both got the aisle seat, and then they both had a baby and a toddler, and they took the middle seat and they left the window seats open.
Okay.
So they had the whole row basically.
They
you know,
bought- they
they're
bought an
like
extra
that.
seat?
And then I was like, you know what? I go, hey, is that window open? And he goes, yeah, you can take it. And of course, this guy's like feeding a baby, and I felt so bad to make him get up. Like he gets up, but he's like a modern father because he's like
You're
watching
brave.
YouTube and feeding a baby at the same time.
You are so brave. You
And
really
he got
wanted
up.
to sit next to a
I'm
baby.
telling you, the stewardess looks at me and she goes, hey, I can get you somewhere else.
Are you
She
sure
like
you
says
wanna
it under
do
her breath to me, and I go, nah, I got headphones. Like this shit doesn't matter. I got like noise.
Got the
proof.
noise cancels,
Yeah,
dude?
come on, dog. What are we doing? You're flying. What are we doing?
What do you mean? Even with noise, like even with the AirPods, I could still hear like the kids, like, especially when they start yelling at the top of their lungs
Nah,
to see
I
if they
can't.
could.
Oh,
I feel
I'm in
like they're
heaven,
trying to
baby.
like see if they could pop a lung, bro.
Shout out to AKG. Those are AKG. My favorite.
They make earbuds?
Yeah, they make earbuds. I have their earbuds. They're great.
Earbuds
they're
or
completely
earbuds?
whatever.
You talking about the movie with the dog that shot basketball hoops?
AirBuds.
Yes, that is what I'm talking
There's
about.
no rule saying that the dog can't play basketball. There's no rule.
There's no rule.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Take it to
bro.
the NBA. Anyways, they ended up moving, and then two gentlemen from the subcontinent sit down next to me.
What?
It's the subcontinent.
Oh, man.
I don't want to talk about who they are, but the two dudes from subcontinent sit down next to me.
Okay, just to clarify for your listeners that may not know what subcontinent
It's
is.
the one that's crashing into the other
The one
continent.
that's crashing into the
and
Himalayas.
making the biggest mountains.
The one with the Indus Valley in it, in the
man.
Indus River. There's famous cities in both of
I don't
the,
like
in
where
all
this
the
is
countries.
going.
And that's not really the point. They sit down next to me, and I eat my food, and I'm chilling, and I'm looking out the window. It's at night. It's nice. I'm chilling. And then, like, my dude in the middle seat right next to me, he starts eating his food, and I can smell it. I'm like, dude, that smells amazing.
What is it?
It smells amazing, but it's like pitch black in there. You know, he's eating in the dark. But I could smell it, and I'm
Pickled
like, oh, I
mangoes?
bet he's eating some Indian food, and it looks great.
Oh.
And I just take my headphones out for a second. I go, hey, man, what are you eating, man? It smells amazing. I go like that to him. And the guy's like, he goes, because I'm flying out of Houston, he goes, oh, it's barbecue chicken. And I'm like, I know that ain't barbecue chicken, dog. But he thinks I'm a fucking hayseed from Houston that wouldn't understand, you know, the finer
was
things
he
in
also
life.
like stealing-
Tandoori chicken.
And I go, it smells like tandoori. And he goes, oh, it is. How'd you know that? And I'm like, I love Indian food. It's really great.
Okay.
And he's like, and I go, what else do you have there? And he goes, oh, it's homemade naan. My family made it before I flew out. And I go, oh, do you live in Houston? You live in Miami? And he goes, oh, I live in Pembroke Pines. I'm like, that checks out. That's where all the good food is. Wink, wink. That's where the subcontinent's at. And then, you know, I should have known that this was gonna happen. He goes, you should have some. And I go, no. I just ate food. I'm chilling. He goes, no. You should have. He's like demanding, and I go, okay, I'll just try like a little piece, and then like no,
Did
but
you
he
let
rips
him
off
feed
like a
you?
fucking wing,
Was
and he
he
hands it to
feeding-
me barehanded and everything like that.
Yummy.
But you know what? It's like one of those things like when you like. you remember it originally, it doesn't feel that gross, but the more you listen, you remember it again, it
The
gets
more you
grosser
listen
and
to
grosser.
yourself saying it.
Well, the more you listen to the memory, I should say, the more you remember the memory, the grosser and grosser it
Yes,
gets. So
that
I
is
was
very-
like, it's full of phlegm. It's like sweaty.
Oh,
it was really
God,
wet, and he
that's
gave it to me.
disgusting,
It was
bro.
delicious, by the way. I really loved it.
So you're saying he used his hands to?
Well, that's how people in the subcontinent
Yeah,
eat. There's
No,
nothing
no,
wrong
no,
with that.
you're
There's
on
different
an
cultures,
airplane.
different strokes for different folks.
Cool.
There's,
You're on an
hey,
airplane though.
I am on an airplane, but I'm also trying to be rude. I mean, I'm trying not to be rude, you
I'm
know?
trying to be rude. You
I'm
see?
trying to be rude.
It comes out. No, man. You know what that means? That means that you
It was delicious.
had nobody around you to tell you, hey, don't do that.
I know, but like,
Wash your hands.
he's being so...
He doesn't have the angel.
He's also
and the
being so
devil.
polite. He was so like nice and polite. He's like, "Hey, let me buy you a drink." I go, "No. Like seriously, we gotta
Yo,
stop."
somebody offers to buy me a drink. Unless I'm DJing, the answer is yes.
I would totally
Wait,
take. Can I have the
hold
drink
on.
and a fork?
Hold
Let me
on.
try it on my own.
1 second. We gotta take this. Why, when you're DJing, do you not want someone?
Because
to
I
buy
get them
you
for
a drink?
free.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, I thought
still,
you because it's,
Unless
like,
they
weird.
limit me with the drink tickets, which is happening more and more. But like, I
Why
don't know.
are they
Like,
limiting you
Is
on
that
drink
for you
tickets?
personally, or is that just a general rule?
usually it's general. But like the places I've done like DJed a lot at,
Yeah.
usually they're like they don't really care. But then they start realizing like, oh,
Ian
This
drinks
guy's
a
hammered.
lot.
this guy's half Scottish.
This guy,
He just cleared 2 bottles. We should start charging him.
these mixes are sounding weirder and weirder.
Wait.
No, they
Let's
get,
go.
that's the problem is they get better. You know.
Okay.
So it's weird if they don't give me
He's
enough.
one of those guys.
Hold on. I still need to understand how you got something similar to COVID from eating
No, it
tandoori
wasn't that.
chicken.
It was a bacterial sinus infection.
So you think that you got it from this guy
It's the
putting
only
his
thing-
fingers into? Did you eat it from directly
Well,
from
no,
his?
let's also be
from
clear.
it-
My immune
like, did he
system was
feed
probably
you?
compromised because I've been traveling
Did he
so
feed
much.
you? Was he like?
I mean, he might
Like,
as
open
well.
your
He
mouth.
fucking ripped it off with his hands.
But
But
what
that's how that
happened
culture.
after? Like, how did
I'm
it
not
leave?
trying to shit on that culture. I'm just saying
I'm
that's
just
part of that
saying,
culture.
did
That's
he
normal.
feed it
like,
to you? Did he
no,
go
but it
from-
doesn't matter. He had it in his hand. He handed it
take
to me
it,
in my
eat it.
hand. He handed and you know what? I must say, with bones. So I was like, I gotta eat around the bones.
You know it's good if there's bones.
It was really good too.
If there's bones in the meat, you know
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Dog, man. This
You guys
concerns
heard it
me.
here first. If there's bones in the
Yo,
meat,
what
it's gonna
the
be good.
fuck? Please. Like, I get it. Like, if we're at somebody's house or we're at a restaurant, but in an airplane, bro, like,
I know, it was
let me
foolish.
get a fucking fork and I will. If
It's-
you
Why
really
would you take
serious-
anything like that? Take a sandwich.
No,
Or
I did.
or
I had a
just, you know,
sandwich.
if somebody's going to offer it, just be like, well,
had a
maybe not
sandwich.
from your fingers, maybe from a fork.
I'm
and
not taking food from
No, he was
nobody.
eating it with his hands already. It
That
didn't
doesn't
matter.
I
No,
don't
it
want
didn't matter.
No, I'm sorry. Well,
He was
yeah,
blowing his nose,
Then
and he was putting the chicken to his mouth and
Dude,
blowing his
Tyler.
nose.
Okay,
So
how
it
long was that food?
Tyler,
That's how I remember it.
Tyler. What
It's
the
motive.
fuck? Oh,
Beep that out. Beep that out.
Beat that out.
Funk
Clip
Master
it.
first night.
Clip it.
I
Clip
need
it.
that
Clip
beep
it.
button real quick.
Clip it.
beep,
yeah.
beep, beep, beep. Motive.
Yes, that's me.
Don't
What
put your
was
hands
your-
on the mic.
What
Come
was your
on.
motivation to eat it from his hands?
It was good, and he was being very kind. And you know what? In lots of cultures around the world, it's incredibly rude to not take what someone offers.
I don't mind
So
being
how
rude.
do you feel about that now?
But here's it's not just that. It's like, you know what? I should have been a more savvy traveler, and you have to remember when you're traveling, you have to really watch what you eat, no matter what, anywhere.
That is true.
I heard Dave Chappelle say this one time where he always orders hard-boiled eggs because you can't get food poisoning from them. Because they give it to you shell on, so you peel your own shell. It's not the same thing as, like, you know, getting scrambled or whatever. They
Sometimes
can be
no,
fucked up.
you could get a hard-boiled egg that's out of the shell.
Well, then don't eat that.
What if you inject it with food poisoning?
Well, that's all different. I didn't know you worked for the KGB.
No, what I heard, and that's actually something in the like serving industry. Like when you ask for lemons or limes, like you don't
Oh,
put
never.
it in
Yeah,
your
lemon and
drink.
limes,
You
yeah.
ask for it on the side, and then you squeeze it out because
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
understand they're not gonna wash the outside of the lime before they cut it and give it to you.
They're supposed to, but yes.
Well, they
I've
don't.
been doing that my whole life,
know.
and I got a good gut system
Yo, he's
going
got
on
that,
here. You know,
he's got that immune system.
I got a
built up,
powerhouse.
I
brother.
wonder what would have happened to him.
But and also,
my girlfriend.
and also,
Wait. My girlfriend calls me the trash disposal unit because
terrible.
like there'll be food in the fridge for like a week.
Shout
I'm
out
like-
to your girlfriend. Happy birthday to
Happy
Val, by the
birthday,
way.
Val.
to Val.
Yeah, she's turning
some wine.
her dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
I feel like she just heard that phrase today for some reason.
Wow, are you
And she's like,
serious?
why do they call it dirty 30? I'm like, because you're dirty and you're turning 30.
I don't know.
No,
if that's exactly
it's
the
30
origin
now.
story
You
of
could
that
be
one.
That's
30.
exact. But
I'm not sure if that's the origin story of that, but
it is.
anyways, it was one of those things where I didn't think about it till like 3 days into being incredibly sick, and then I go, oh fuck, that's right.
That's where I got it from.
I ate tandoor chicken
You
from
got that
a man's
subcontinent COVID, dude.
That's subcontinent COVID. Yeah.
When you say it like that, I'm literally
subcontinental
imagining you,
breakfast,
like, eating
dude.
it from.
That's so
That's
good.
crazy.
Subcontinental breakfast is amazing.
That's gonna pop up on IHOP
Clip
now.
it.
Watch,
I'm clipping that.
somebody's gonna take that idea.
That's
That shit
so
is free.
funny.
That shit is always free too. You know.
Subcontinental breakfast.
The
is-
But every time you
subcontinental
tell me
breakfast
this
comes with the
story, bro,
flight, dude.
I
I'll
really-
have what I'm having.
Every time that he says this shit, like I literally just imagining him like taking the food from this man's hand and then
It's-
like sucking on his fingers, like that was.
But
good.
Yeah, did
that's
you
what
lick
I-
his fingers
But that's
too?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, when you remember something and at first it was whatever, but it made you sick, and then you just remember it sicker and sicker and sicker.
Does it ever happen after
So
like
then-
right
then,
after
like,
it
the-
happens?
every
You're like,
time-
oh wait, what just happened?
But every time I remember it now, it gets grosser. Like it gets
Dark,
like he's
because it's
blowing his
gross.
nose with the fucking chicken and shit like that.
To
It
me,
gets,
that's like
Wait,
how
what?
that's how my regrets go. They just every day they get
right.
worse. And
Yeah.
worse.
You remember it worse and worse and worse. You're like, you know what I'm saying? I just keep replaying it because I'm sitting in bed just like, I want to
Laying
die.
awake at 3 a.m.
Yeah, for
He
real.
called, he's
It
like-
was rough.
hey, what's up, guy?
No, it's literally like a friend of mine asked me, he's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I feel like someone whooped my ass. Like it literally feel like I got beat. Like it was crazy. But anyway,
it was
so-
weird because we had a mixing session, the three of us.
I couldn't make it.
and For some reason, Galliano couldn't make it.
Sorry.
But
Tyler
I made it sick.
I mean, Motive shows up with a fucking face mask on, and I'm like, "Are you okay, dog?"
I'm like, the
'Cause,
last
like,
thing
we
I
do
want to do
not
is
need.
give this. Yeah.
We do not need to be doing this right now.
No, I was like,
He
I
was,
don't
like,
want to
shitting his
give you
face.
this.
He's like, why are you here, dude?
I
Like,
was
why
on
are you giving
antibiotics
me your
still, yeah.
tandoori fucking?
You know how I know. You know how I
Subcontinental
know
shit.
like our medical system is so wildly broken is that like
Because we give all our money.
well no,
No, I'm
hold
kidding.
on, stop.
but
We're not doing that.
I know we're not doing that.
whoa.
So
don't
so
get me started.
I literally like without insurance like teledocked and got antibiotics, and it was cheaper than when I had insurance and went to go see a doctor. I'm like, this is wild.
Oh, you
How crazy is that?
go to a different country. I went to Costa Rica.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the flu. It's time to
Hold
fly
on,
to
no,
Puerto
no,
Rico.
no. What
What?
I'm saying is like you'll be even more surprised because
Oh.
one time I went to Costa Rica and I'm allergic to the sun if I'm exposed for too long.
What?
Yeah, if I'm exposed for too long without SPF.
What kind of Colombian are you?
I know, right? So and it's
It's
something
just because you're squeezing limes all the time, dude.
Big facts.
That happened to me, man.
No.
I got
listen.
like a
No, that's different. Like
Okay.
if you expose like citrus
Allergic to the sun.
and it can burn your skin.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
for me, it's if I don't have SPF, like it's like heat
it's a
poisoning.
special kind of white.
Yeah, special kind. I'm Colombian, ho. So
You can still be white in Colombia.
listen, I spent the entire fucking day on a beach. And by nighttime, I was like,
You're like a lobster?
My eyelids were like swelling up, and I was
Oh,
like,
dude.
this is weird.
No, that's sun
the
poisoning.
next day, yeah. So the
No,
next
but
day,
that's
I
not
wake
you're
up,
allergic. That's sun poisoning.
Okay.
Anyone can get that.
So listen, I woke up and my face was so swollen,
yeah.
I couldn't even open my eyes.
You took a selfie or no? For posterity.
I did. But
I
unfortunately,
had that happen to me. My face swelled one time. I'm like, I gotta take a picture of this.
No. But was it so bad that you couldn't open your eyes?
No.
Oh,
Jesus
bitch! I couldn't
Christ.
open my eye. I was like this. I couldn't from the life of me, and everybody got very scared because they were like, if it's an allergic reaction, like this
Yeah.
could start. It could end up in your whatever. We went to a pharmacy, and I'm like, shouldn't we go to like a hospital? Like me thinking, like
In another country, the
In
pharmacy
another-
is the hospital.
Yeah,
Listen,
big facts.
the pharmacist was
America's
like, he
the
just
best.
looked at me. He's like,
That was great.
I know what you need. Let's go to the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we going to the
Ooh,
back?
what the fuck?
He's like,
Dude,
it's gonna be
You about to go on the
$25.
casting couch, dog.
Bro, it was the back was like there was
You
a
want
cot.
a discount?
There was a cot, right? It's a cot, like a tall cot, and he's like. Lay face down and pull down your
Oh,
pants, and I was
shit.
like, I'm so scared right now. I was like, and I'm like praying. I'm like, dear God, please.
It's like a fantasy.
He's like, you like cocoa butter? What's your deal?
He smacked my ass cheek a couple of times.
Shut up,
Put
are you
two-
serious?
Yeah, he injected. He did 2 injections. One of them was a steroid, and the other one was like an antihistamine, some type of shit like that. $25.
I bet your ass looked great after that.
Bro, within
He
24
give you a
hours.
Brazilian butt lift from the house.
No, within 24 hours, my face was normal. We even went to a festival, and guess who I see at the fucking festival? Rolling balls at the pharmacist.
Oh shit, no way.
And it was just $20.
You gotta buy that motherfucker a drink.
Oh, I did, and he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I'm like rolling by."
So,
You
no,
look
I don't drink.
I heard that in Mexico City too is when you get the Montezuma's revenge. Just go to the pharmacy. They have something for it right away. It's like over the counter.
I
and
don't know
you-
what that
you're
is.
good
What
to
is
go.
Montezuma's Revenge?
Don't drink the water.
Oh,
It
okay.
makes Northerners
But
sick.
see, that's what I'm saying. You go somewhere and you're that type of sick, you can't go to a pharmacy. They're gonna be like, oh, go to urgent care.
No, not
go to
here.
Traveling-
Not
traveling
here.
sick is
Not
bad.
here.
Listen, I know you guys saying it, and I hate it because, like, for example,
Yeah.
maybe a little embarrassing here, but like I got athlete's foot really bad, and it just kept getting worse and worse.
Wait, they get another country? Or you're just talking?
No,
about
here,
somewhere
no,
else?
here,
I
no,
would
I'm gonna
say.
explain. I'm gonna
Okay,
explain.
I thought this was
So
traveling.
it's like, dude,
Wash your feet.
the Lotrimin wasn't working.
Yeah.
I wash my feet every day. So
Keep your shoes on
it's
the
like-
plane.
No, I had this when I was younger, like in high
Stop rubbing
school.
your feet everywhere, bro.
When an
Listen.
Indian guy hands you chicken, don't use your foot.
No,
Wait,
that's
wait.
why he's
So-
safe because he's using his foot.
I'm saying that
Yeah.
like I needed like a stronger prescription. So this happened to me when I was like younger in like high school or something.
Yeah.
Some shit.
But it's
and
like, yeah.
I had to go to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's athlete's foot. You just need like a stronger prescription." And it's like, okay, so why did I need to pay to go to the doctor and pay to get like a prescription strength cream or whatever?
Medicine, yeah.
It's like, dude, who's abusing athlete's foot cream? Like,
Oh, yeah.
why do you need a prescription for that? You know
can-
what I mean?
you
There's
can
like
use it
so
to
many
make
things
meth.
like that, right?
It's not even that. It's just like, I bet you anything, they were like, oh, here's the appointment for like 3 fucking days later. And like, here I am. Like, I thought that I was going to be in an ER for like the whole day. This is why I didn't. I was like,
In and
please.
out?
Did you throw up, by the way?
No.
Sometimes when people get sun poisoning,
No,
they
what
puke.
I just get really, really swollen, and I get
Yeah.
like my face.
Yeah, you get hella swole.
I get hella swole, nigga. But yeah, no. The thing is, it's
By the way,
just.
welcome back, everyone. This is a hip hop podcast.
Hey. Not even. It's the People's Podcast. What are you talking about?
It's the People's Podcast. Well, to explain it to Galliano and like everyone else who's listening, who's new to the show, thank you all the new listeners. This is a hip hop podcast, but it's also like basically what it's really like to be in the studio for like hours and hours and hours.
Is it
and
now?
the nonsense that you end up like talking about.
Yeah.
Loosely with some hip hop, like
You want to
sprinkled
talk
in
about
there.
how like you scared the living shit out of me because you're talking about like your fucking the studio that we record at is haunted.
Okay.
Which one is that?
The litter box.
Oh, it's haunted? You never told me.
Why are you fucking blowing my goddamn spot up?
It's scary enough.
I
being
knew
in
it
a
was
litter
wrong to
box.
invite you on this fucking
This
podcast.
man, bro, he's like, hey.
Okay, so the first time, wait, I want to set this tone really well. She comes to the studio to come record with me, and then
It's
in
spooky season. We gotta talk about this.
midway through, like her on the way, she's always late, and
No. Am I
midway.
really always late? Am I?
Yeah, you're really always late. Midway through her being late, she's like texts me. She sends me a picture, and it's her with her sister. Shout out to Paula. I love her sister.
Hey.
I haven't met
But-
Paula.
Yes, you have.
No, I
I
have.
think you probably have.
Nah,
has.
I don't think so.
It's
She's a scientist.
Oh, she's a what?
A scientist.
What did you just say? Oh,
Psychiatrist.
yeah.
So keep up. So yeah. So like that's always a rule. Like don't bring anybody.
Whatever.
To the
That is
studio.
not.
Oh
That's not
my
part of it.
God.
Don't bring anyone to the studio.
It's
especially
true.
especially if you're late. So she brought her sister. I was like, all right, that's fine. I fuck with Paula.
That's not even the day that happened.
Paula's in the control room with me. She's like in the booth. Then Paula's like, hey, where should I tell my friend to park? I go, excuse me? And then she invited a friend.
That was Paula. No, wait. That's not the day that this was haunted.
Then
Oh, I like how he like picks like.
No,
okay,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna flip it around and
so
just
then
talk
what
shit about you.
happens? So then what happens is like, she's recording. She's recording in the
Ian's
booth.
shaking. Wait, Ian's shaking
Wait,
his head
wait,
like I'm
she-
used to this shit.
She's recording in the booth, and I'm talking to the two Paulas. They're both named Paula. Shout out to Paula. She just left.
She's leaving this week. Shout out
leaving
to
this
Paula.
week.
I love you so much.
Wait, who's the other Paula?
They're
you
both
met her
Paulas.
too.
They're poly
So,
Paulas.
so Paula, your
They're
sister
poly
Paula,
Paulas.
Paula.
invited
Her
Paula.
best friend's name is also
and
Paula. Yeah.
Paula.
Paula and Paula. Yeah, two totally different
Like it was a
names.
hangout.
Totally different names.
And the litter box isn't big, so they're chilling, and like I'm there
it's enough.
talking
It's
shit
enough.
to
It's
them.
enough room to do your business.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's about
Is
it.
my camera on? Because I'm reacting to this facially.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So they're there, and I'm talking to them while she's recording. And of course, when she's recording, she can't hear me talking. So I was like talking to them about something about like how the booth The booth is in my house, and if I sleep with the booth door open, I have nightmares all the time. And if I sleep with the booth door closed, I don't have nightmares. And I'm like, maybe it's haunted, maybe something like that. And as I was saying something about it being haunted, I pressed stop. She was like, hey, let's do it back. And I pressed stop, and she heard just the very tail end of that. And she goes, what about ghosts? And I'm like, no, nothing. Because I know she's like very superstitious.
Bro,
and then,
I'm so sorry. Every time I get into that,
That's
because
how it
let's just be
started.
honest, it's a fucking closet. So when I get
and so I
into
told
the
her,
closet,
it's not haunted. It's just a
every time
nightmare
I'm like-
factory.
I'm just I'm looking around, I'm like, it's very heavy in here. Like, can we
shit in a
She
closet.
is always
this man comes
commenting.
around-
Yeah, she's
this man
always,
comes around with like Palo Santo and like fucking
mean,
sage
yeah.
and shit. He's like, oh, we just need to do this real quick. I'm like, how bad is
That's not
this?
why I do that. I just do it because I like the vibe.
It's just not a closet, by the way. It's a magic booth.
It's a magic booth.
It's like, the magic school bus.
May or may not be haunted, but
May or may
No,
not be
no.
haunted. I'm
I
just
think-
saying it's not haunted. It's a nightmare factory.
you just might be taking too much. What is it, Benadryl or something? Because like, what is it, Slender Man or the Shadow Man,
No,
whatever?
I never had the night terrors or
I
the
never-
night paralysis.
me neither,
Thank
man.
God. Fuck.
I
that.
have.
I'm kind of, I kind of want it a little bit.
You're
you know?
wildin'.
It's crazy. I have.
wanna
You
experience
want,
it.
I used
you want to
to-
be paralyzed?
When I
What?
was a kid, I used to have
I
I
didn't
used to
know you were
have
that- I'm not
night
gonna kink shame.
paralysis. I used to have night paralysis a lot when I was a kid. I also used to
What happened?
I used to see not see things, but I used to hear and feel things that were like that you couldn't
Oh,
see.
yeah.
It's a good thing you take your medicine.
Oh yeah. She remembered the doctor slapping her on the ass.
I mean, dog, come on, bro. Like, you have to understand my panic. I was like, did he just slap me on the ass? I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Like full,
I'm gonna be
full palm or
No. It's just like, little
No, slap before a shot. Sometimes
like getting it. Yeah,
yeah.
it was just like I was
before
like,
shooting up.
yeah.
Remember doctors in 1945? That's how they did it.
Yeah,
Dog,
they,
do-
they,
They slapped her skin
smack
before
you and then
they
give
didn't
you
use
an injection of
Novocaine. Yeah, yeah.
cocaine
Fuck that. Do you remember have you seen the things
Here's
of
some
like
Investors for you.
cough syrup from like back in
with
the day?
cocaine
Jesus
The
Christ.
cocaine
and
one.
meth.
Yeah.
And meth and opium and all this shit. I'm like, that's
That's
like
the good stuff.
That's good.
That's the good stuff.
It's not actually. Don't do drugs.
Don't do that. We don't
Don't mix your drugs, kids.
don't do lean. Don't do lean. That's
do,
bad for
do,
you.
Yeah, just one at a time. If you're gonna do lean, just do lean.
Start with-
Don't
start
do
with-
lean.
If you're gonna
Start-
do lean, do Jolene,
Don't-
ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta
I'm
start
here
with
always.
caffeine.
There you
know.
go.
Work your way up.
Caffeine is
I
the
mean,
gateway
well,
drug.
also, if we want to talk about stories, I give this motherfucker some cold brew at my house, and
oh
who?
my
She-
god.
Joe
Galliano?
Galliano, and she like crashed out.
The first time I had cold brew from
She,
Panther.
but no, but she doesn't like drink coffee. So she
Oh,
asked
you
for
don't?
coffee, and
I
I was like,
do.
I didn't even think about
Hold
it. I gave her
on.
cold brew, and she was like,
What
I'm
is
dying,
going
sorry.
on? Are
We're
we
in the
getting a call?
studio
Somebody's
and your
calling-
ringer's on. Oh, my ringer's on too.
Wow.
It might have been Maddie.
Oh wow.
Maddie just came out of this operation. It might have
Whoa.
been him. It might have
That's a
been him.
party foul.
New
We're
balls.
just trying to make sure he doesn't have his balls anymore.
Did you get castrated? Well,
He's
how'd it
having
go?
experimental surgery to have his balls removed.
That's terrible. I'm not talking shit about you, Maddie. Just letting you know.
Oh,
I
that's
got your
okay.
back.
He did it on his solo one. I also like his
Wait, hold
solo
on.
his solo episode. He looked like a conspiracy theorist, like crazy. He had his hood up.
I
and
still
his
haven't seen
sunglasses
it,
off.
dude.
Oh, I have it. I'll show it to you.
I love it.
Is that for the
What were you
patrons
saying
only?
It's for the
before? Wait, what
Patreon,
did you
yeah.
accuse me before? What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, so she had caffeine and she just crashed the fuck out.
No, listen.
Like-
I
like
drink,
fell asleep?
No. Listen. So I drink coffee, right? But like my thing
Right.
is that I
People
don't.
at home look at my face.
Well, though, listen. Like if I go to Colombia and I drink the coffee there, I could drink coffee all day. I don't understand the people here that drink coffee to go to sleep, and that's like my. Rest in
can do
peace.
that.
My grandma used to do that. My mom kind of sometimes does that too, and it's like they're addicted to caffeine, and if they don't do it, they get a really bad headache. For me, like the coffee out here, I gotta be straight up honest. Like, I get really bad heartburn, especially if it's
With
is
milk and sugar or what?
both.
No,
if
it's
it's
just that
just
it's lightly
black, or
roasted.
if
Black,
it's
dude.
it's just really bad. So whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like a week where I was like abusing it, and I was like, I was drinking coffee, and I was
Doing
trying to
lines
stay up.
of doing lines of
Doing
coffee
lines of
beans.
caffeine.
Yeah. No, so then I get to his house and I had been smoking all morning, and I, like sometimes,
It's
and I
normal.
get it. And no,
Smoking
and
what?
smoking weed, dog.
Okay, just making sure.
Cannabis. Anyways, so
Meth
like, and
only.
I get it that sometimes when I'm very, very, very stoned, I could be very quiet, and I'm
Yeah,
giving my energy
yeah,
in
yeah.
a different way. But like, I also want to give my energy in a way that I'm making the other person comfortable. Like sometimes I could be very quiet, and I don't want if you already know like the hype me, it's like Damn.
Wait, so when you smoke weed, you're more chill?
Yeah.
And you start smoking more weed when you come to the studio,
Yeah.
okay? Because you freak me out, make me feel uncomfortable.
Yo,
Bro, you
big
told me I
fat.
had
Kidding.
no fucking eyebrows one time, bro. This motherfucker. This is why I don't go out and not fucking paint my eyebrows.
This is why I joke with people to
And
test their
that's right.
limits.
No,
You
but
gotta
listen,
test your limits.
So I walk in, and mind you, he doesn't know. Nobody knows that this is like an insecurity of mine since I was like in
See, I didn't know that
fucking-
either.
Since I was a kid, and it was like, bro, why during certain lighting
Well,
I
now-
look like I have no fucking
But
eyebrows?
now I know.
So then, but you know, when I go to work, like at the studio, or or we're gonna go mix, sometimes I really don't get dolled up. It's like, you know, I have things to do at home.
I'm actually more offended if you get dolled up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Whatever,
I'm
dog.
like, why? Let's
Why
work.
not, dog?
It's like, what are
No,
you trying
because
to
I
look
take-
pretty? I
No,
want you
but
to sound pretty.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
take you more
Yeah,
serious
so then,
like
oh,
that. Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, for
Take me
sure.
more seriously. As soon as I walk in, Ian's like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Where's your eyebrows?" I'm like,
No, I said, what happened to your eyebrows? Look, you like,
My
you like, I guess you,
10-year-old No,
wait.
hold on, shut up. My
Okay.
10-year-old self came out of nowhere, and she was like,
I felt like you were about to
I
cry.
fucking told you. And I
No, she
literally
pulled me
thought about
aside.
it
She
before
pulled
I
me
left.
aside. She's like, "Have you been telling?"
Yeah, I
Tony?"
was like, what
I
the
go, "What are you talking about?" Oh, he said I had no eyebrows. I'm like, "You have eyebrows.
No.
I don't even know."
I gotta back it up though. All right, so wait.
hold on,
so
hold
your
on.
eyebrows
Just
are like
to-
bleached, I guess.
No, they're not bleached.
But I've never
I just-
seen them
You're
before
making
like
it
that.
worse.
You're making it worse.
And you walk in, and
I
I'm like,
have
and I was
really,
just
like,
joking.
shut up.
You're making
So I
it
don't
worse.
have my eyebrows are not bushy, and on top of that, my natural hair
I didn't
color.
say bushy.
Shh. My natural hair color is like a brown blonde. So if I go in the sun a lot, then it starts getting very, very light. Now here's the problem: if I go under a certain type of lighting and I haven't like filled in my eyebrows, dude, every single fucking photo I look like I have no eyebrows. So since I've been a kid, I've always been like, fuck, I wish I had more eyebrows.
I get
so
you.
then now I'm like, you know, I'm a teenager, so I'm like, you know, I discover like the brow
You still a
pencils.
teenager?
Yeah, I am. And at heart.
Mentally,
So, and I start filling in my eyebrows. I was like, oh my God, I have eyebrows.
That's what I did
This
in middle
motherfucker-
school.
And then I'm like an adult, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm okay not wearing makeup. I don't have to fucking wear makeup. I'm beautiful as is.
you
This
just gotta show the
Facts,
girls
facts,
off.
facts,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
This
No one knows you have
motherfucker,
eyebrows if you show the
and
girls
he's
off.
I just brought you all the way back.
all the way back in one.
She had a
like, it
Ratatouille
wasn't even-
moment. It was like,
bro, it took like what was it? It was like not even like a whole minute that I was in the room, and
Yeah.
that's the first. And I was like, for the rest of the session, I was just so quiet. I was like, just thinking about my
Yeah, 'cause
eyebrows.
yo, yeah, she got really
I
quiet.
heard you talking to my girlfriend Val in the other room when you got there about your eyebrows, and I was
That's
like,
so
I gotta
funny.
look at the eyebrows immediately, and
You
I'm
were
like,
just
oh,
spiraling.
what happened to your?
You're over there. You're supposed to be like, "Hey, I sound
pro-
good on this," or "I sound bad." And
I
instead
promise
you're
you, I didn't mean
my
anything
eyebrows.
bad, except to really
I
give
know,
you.
I know.
Because it's like, you know, you're one of
Just
the boys at
ribbing
this
you.
point.
Yeah,
No,
you're one
and
of
it
the
was so
boys,
cool
yeah.
because then you send me a text.
Well, I
right?
talked to him, and I go,
no,
"Hey,
you
by the
told me
way."
you had it. Ooh, wow, look at
But I
you.
really did,
See,
though.
you see that? You see that?
I'm
Liars
a
fall
producer.
Yo, you just gotta
this is
let
what you
li-
do as a producer,
He told
guys.
me-
Just everyone at home.
I'm gonna use that in
you
school,
just go
dude.
between people and make sure everything works fine.
I'm gonna use that in school because
Liar,
we're talking
liar,
about
fire.
different roles in the studio and whatever, and the producer is one of them that's
Yeah.
most diverse, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use that one.
Yes, it's keeping everybody
You know,
happy. It's
you
really
gotta-
the job. of
You
the
got to text
producer.
your engineer after the session, say, you know what you
Exactly.
said to the
Hey,
No,
artist
because
it
here's
was
the
fucked
thing
up.
too. I don't like to be a bitch, right? So like I
You're
tell.
not being a bitch.
So I tell Taylor.
You're just
I tell
tripping.
Taylor?
Taylor.
Oof.
Oof, sorry. I've been hanging out with a friend.
All right,
that's
well,
named
guys,
Taylor.
it's been the cyber.
I tell Motive, I'm like, just one day out of like nowhere, I'm just like, so you really can't see my eyebrows, right? When I don't do it. He's like, dude. And I was like, man, just answer me, bro. I've
We're
been
like in the
thinking
middle
about
of
this.
producing a song too.
Yeah, and I'm
She's
like,
like
I mean,
asking
I
me
haven't
about
said
that.
anything about it until that day. And then like all of a sudden the next day, Ian texts me and he's like, yo, I didn't mean anything by that. You know, I just, all my friends, you know, I like to be mean and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I called Tyler and I'm like, bro, did you say something to him?
Oh, you know what? Wait. Actually, that's what happened because I texted her on my own because I did feel bad about it,
But I told you.
and then you took credit for it.
No,
Also-
I told you in the session.
I don't think you told me.
Also,
Yeah, I did.
just to be clear, I was not acting like a bitch or like a
No,
diva
no,
or
but I could
anything.
see- You
weren't.
Like, it's
How's
just
he
like,
supposed to know that he stepped on like a
No, I'm
childhood?
just
No, I knew. I knew immediately. I
I'm
knew
just
immediately. I was
clarifying
like,
it for our listeners
Yeah,
because you know,
yeah.
like I wasn't acting. I guess they like perceive like, did I just hurt her feelings? Because you know, like I'm very hype and like
That's
I'm
the
very,
other-
like, ha ha he.
you know what? That
But then
brings
once you,
me-
like, it's like.
That brings me to like an interesting point too. Is like, here's another thing about being a producer: is when is it time to hurt someone's feelings? Because that's also your job.
Yeah, no. Hurt my feelings when I'm like,
You know
and
what?
You don't even hurt my feelings
Wait.
because on top of that,
Let
like,
Tony go.
hold on, if you tell me if we're recording and you're like, hey, you're a little flat, Okay, cool. I'll fix it.
That's not the same thing.
But
That's
if you're
not what I
telling
mean.
me I
What
have
about
no
Hurting
eyebrows,
someone's feelings is like,
Yeah, you
hey,
can't say you're a little
should-
fat. You can say a little flat, but not a
No.
little fat.
No.
Yeah, come on, dog.
When I'm saying hurting someone's feelings, I'm talking about like we should maybe abandon this song. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm
Like,
not talking about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay, but
that's
you're talking
that's
about
heavy.
Like,
That's heavy on you as a producer sometimes. like,
Really?
yeah,
oh
absolutely.
well, for me,
Because when you have to because sometimes like you could like an artist brings you something and they're really passionate about it. You're like, I just don't see anything here.
what about
And
the
like,
things
and you
that
gotta let
we've-
it go as far as it goes, and then you see that nothing develops. You have to be like, hey, listen, like
I get
nothing's
it.
developing
But what
here.
about the things that
Wait,
we've worked
Tony,
on?
Tony's got something.
No,
Oh,
go
no.
ahead. Go ahead. You,
Oh,
What
yeah,
about
keep
the
saying
things that we've worked on, and then
I've
people
been
want
blatantly honest with you. I was like, hey,
I know, but I'm just saying exactly. Like for me, it's not. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's more like, man, you're not seeing the vision. If you could just stay with me, stick with me, and just like
I
that.
also might not be the right producer for it.
No. I'm not talking just about you. I'm just talking in general. Like for me as an artist, I don't get butthurt if I'm singing and we're recording and you tell me, hey, you're flat or you're pitching or let's try this.
No,
or
but
let's
artists
try that.
they do sing. I always call it singer fatigue. Like if you just
Oh,
can't
but
nail it, like you know what I'm saying. I'm
Sometimes
like, come
we
out of
need
the
to,
booth.
Yeah, because you overthink it.
Let's like go listen to
But-
something else.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying, like me as an artist, I don't get butthurt over that. I wasn't even butthurt over the
the
eyebrow
spank
comment.
in Mexico.
But the eyebrow comment was just like, I just felt like I went back to like 5th grade when they took my fucking class picture and I
Yeah.
see it and I'm like, I have no
I know
eyebrow-
how to pick the sharp insults. I knew what I was doing, but I saw your
You
face.
never got me like that.
I saw your face like, ugh. I'm like,
No, now I know.
No,
Oops.
your
But-
girlfriend Val can get me like that.
I bet she can.
Val can like cut.
So here's the deal.
Right-
the whole
right
thing
to-
about
right
being
to
a
your dick.
producer and offending or not offending the artist, to me, it's like an algorithm that you have to like put a bunch of inputs into to get a result.
Yeah.
So like, okay, what are the inputs? I mean, does the artist that you're working with have like a lot of really good stuff that's already out that they did, and they're doing something that sucks? Right,
Yeah.
and then you got to be like the person, be like, like all your other songs are great. This one,
Are they
you
trying
know,
something new?
but-
Or for
But
me-
how long you been working on it?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
do I let this play out a little bit longer? Because in my experience, like you got to let it play a little bit
Yeah,
out.
like,
know,
you gotta give it
because like
faith.
I've definitely been like proven wrong to myself about like
For
not
sure.
liking something that I'm working on, and then eventually I come around and then I give it some time, and
I
then
know,
it,
I've done
then
that
it comes
to
out
you.
okay.
Yeah, for sure. No,
But that's
But-
the thing.
no, literally.
But he's right too, though.
Yeah,
Wait, about the fatigue in the studio.
Yeah.
So like, if you're so
Doing take after take.
especially if like somebody's not like a professional, and but what I mean by that is like somebody who does it full time and that's all they do, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So like for example, I've worked with like professionals who can just go get
Get
in the
to know
studio
me.
and just do it, and they know like okay, they messed up here. Sometimes I got to say something to them like, oh, you messed up here or there. But these are the kind of people that are like animals or machines that can just keep going on and on.
Yeah.
They have
But like
no
a lot of
feelings.
people who don't do this all the time,
have no
it's like, when you're in the booth, sometimes even like 15 minutes on one chorus line can be too much for somebody.
Also,
Well,
so you
new
got to
mic-
take breaks.
so-
New mic, new headphones.
What I'm going to say is like you got to take breaks. Okay?
Right.
Take breaks, go outside, move to another section.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Try something
refresh.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here I always say like completely disassociate from the scale you're even on. Like we'll go and listen to other music that's completely different scale, just so
I
you can
can't
come
do that.
like fresh back to the scale, and then you hear it better.
For me,
That's
it's just
usually
like,
like my technique that I usually use.
yeah.
No, but he's right about the fatigue part.
Yeah, it is.
But also,
I
but
could
also,
definitely...
but also, it's like there's also like a ratio of how like that you brought it up, how long someone's been working on a record
I know.
to how much you have to tell them it's not working.
So
And sometimes it could be a very small tweak and it will change it.
Exactly.
But it honestly is the scariest thing as a producer to do to somebody.
But you have
because
to-
you
at that point,
want to
you-
just be in service to that person. But it's also you also have to be the daddy a little bit and be
Yeah.
like, hey, this isn't working. I'm not exactly sure why it's not. And
Yeah.
maybe
and
I
sometimes
don't
you gotta
like it.
spank them a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's
say
totally right.
say thank you,
Okay.
Daddy.
And you know what, like, and
Rico.
this comes from like me and Tony have been
Didn't
working.
get that.
Me and Tony have been working for like 14 years together, about 14 years together. So it's like there's many times that we argue about, especially my own music,
But
that
the-
we argue about like really crazy. And there's a lot of times that I'm right, and there's a lot of times that he's right. And it's like and it's like, thankfully, I'm also a producer, so I know how to like swallow my ego on it, and he is as well.
Yes.
She's got something to say, but real quick, the only person who really knows who's right is the Almighty above. You know, whoever which one that
Praise
is.
Jesus.
You always got to say your
This is a
prayer.
religious podcast.
Always got to say your prayers after the session.
This is a religious podcast.
Well, no, definitely, that. But I love Jesus, by the way. But what I'm trying to say is like, so for me, I guess like I've worked with different artists, and like for me, as the way that I record and the way that I do things, I love to experiment, and because my background and what I've loved to listen to and how I studied music, like not academically, but just on my own. I know, especially from listening to jazz so much, that if you do something funky and you play around with chords and, you use music theory, you come up with things that are so crazy that people didn't even know, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Happy
it's like,
accidents.
Right. And they're not even accidents, because there's some times that, like I'll be sitting there, and so like if I ever get in a rut, and usually my ruts in the studio, it's usually like if I'm either not hitting a note properly or I'm trying to find the harmonies, and I hear it back, and I'm like, okay, this doesn't sound right, and I'm stuck. But I'm the type of person, I'm so obsessive that I will sit there forever.
She really will. Like I was gonna say,
and
like
that's the thing, yeah. Because
we're gonna wrap up in a second, but I would say this about you. Is that like definitely Galliano is like one of the few singers I've ever worked with ever that like will not come out of the booth when I'm like, let's take a break.
Yeah.
And it's not working.
You should take a break.
And like I say that, but then like she just goes "Rah!" and she powers through and does it. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's different because for me, it's just like I know that I have. If there's an idea, so this is what my take for you guys is going to be. It's going to be like trust. If you know that you're fucking around with a really good artist and you've listened to their previous shit and you see how they maneuver through musicality and like when you're talking about music and their ideas, just give them that space and trust, because sometimes
that's a harder road to walk than you think.
Yeah, for sure, it's really hard, but
is.
just trust. And then at that point, when you've given it the chance, then definitely be like, hey, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, but just like leading with trust, and then just letting everybody just
You never want to say no.
Yeah.
In the studio,
Yeah.
You want to say, "Let's try it."
Yeah.
Right? Let's try
I
it.
love that.
And if
But
you're gonna
don't give
say
it too
no,
much
you have to
time,
have
man.
options.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I was
be
gonna
sure.
say,
like,
if you're
okay.
gonna have no, it gotta have options. Like, hey, we should.
No,
also
I
try.
don't like saying no.
I know he
I
doesn't.
mean, well, the only time I say no is to you.
Well,
Yeah.
you would definitely
And I
say
only
no to
say
me
no to
right
her.
now. You would definitely say no to me right now about the Friendly Skies project. And that project, I told you guys, meant a lot to me, and that's something that I have to let go because it wasn't.
Oh, but
made-
that's
Well,
a totally different thing.
That's
totally
a whole different thing.
But
anyways,
yeah.
this has been a really fun episode.
it flew by.
It flew by.
I wanna
It
go
went
for
by like
3 more
crazy.
hours.
I know, it's really
Damn.
fun. This is the most I've heard Tony on
We
this
started
podcast.
late. We started late.
We started late. I'm sorry for everybody. And
Guys.
and everyone, I just want everyone to wish Maddie a speedy recovery
Yep.
and having
Yep.
his balls removed.
What hospital is he in so they can send flowers?
He's in Mount Sinai on the beach.
Yeah,
he's
Alton Road.
bougie. He
Oh,
likes the
bougie,
valet.
bougie.
Yeah,
well,
he likes
I mean,
the
he
valet.
lost his balls. Like,
He's got health care.
Yeah, he's got healthcare. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Anyways, my name is Motive Yapes.
I'm Galliano.
Professor Pizzicato. Is it Professor P or
Oh, dog.
Did you just
I fucked it up. I fucked it
fumble?
up. I fucked
Oh
it up.
wow. Okay.
All
See,
right.
I'm not
Call
the
me
only
Professor
one.
Pizzicato.
Yay.
What's up?
We have been the Cyber Bull. Not the whole Lees, but we have been the Cyberbullies. Thank you guys for listening. And also, before we leave,
We got
everyone, check out the Instagram at Cyberbullies, at Cyberbully Gang. Check out the YouTube Cyberbully Gang on YouTube.
Motive's been sharpening his video editing skills.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah,
putting the clips
I'm waiting
out
for them
to
like,
check
do
for all
that
the
for
clips.
Tunes and Sounds. Check us out, Tunes and Sounds. If you guys liked what we were doing right now, we're gonna do it again on Wednesdays.
We're gonna
Every
do
Wednesdays.
it again.
Every Wednesday from 6 to 7. We're also gonna have Ian on, Mr.
All right,
Mr.
not-
Mr.
Hey,
Professor
no more,
P.
no more free
No more-
promotion.
no more free promotion.
no more-
Well, anyways,
Fuck? I gotta.
y'all
I
have a-
gotta
it was
stop
nice.
promoting
I had
the
fun.
fucking movie.
y'all,
Everybody talk over each other now.
everyone talking at the same
No,
time. All right, bye, y'all. Have a good day.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh,
What happened? What happened? Oh, what do we got here?
we're still on.
We got what's Silky Topaz?
Silky Topaz is coming up after
Smoky
this.
Smoky Topaz coming up over
There's a-
here.
Y'all are wild.
Yeah, there's a
With the
gym
boy
of
Jude.
some sort coming.
Yeah, some sort
Anyways,
of
bye,
some
y'all.
sort of earth gem.